As what I've shared in section 1, that it's okay to not be okay. Your feelings are valid. Feelings are intuitive fruition. Your body keeps signaling as your internal guide. Your body expresses what your mind suppresses. Mostly in mundane life, we've been trained to underestimate the power of our feelings, while it's actually divine reflections of what we suppress in our subconscious. When it's actually divine reflection of our internal signals that our body keeps communicating, whether it's from your conscious choice or it comes from your suppressed subconscious. The feelings from suppressed subconscious, your internal self will feel not good enough, not worthy enough, or is there something wrong with you, and all that resonate with lower vibration energy, because the energy that should flow in motion has been stuck in the very bottom of your subconscious. But the chosen feelings that you show up in your physical reality through your conscious state is the feeling that usually resonate with higher state of vibration. That's why we tend to share the good things, that we are okay, and our repressed emotions are part of ourselves that we keep concealed, because our conscious state is like the egoic state of us. That doesn't mean bad, because ego is actually natural. It just means our surface level outer skin or version of ourselves at a very surface level, and every people can see in physical reality. That's like the face that we keep showing to others. Usually we share the good things, that's why there are a first impression, but the more you interact intensely with others, you slowly see what that people are holding on in their subconscious, because it reflects in physical reality through our interaction outside reality as mirror. So that's the importance of being in relationship, of connect or interact with others, and facing new situations that will challenge us to unfold and unleash our repressed emotion or energy that has been stuck in our subconscious. To heal is to feel, and to feel is to being vulnerable, and to being vulnerable takes courage. Taking courage breaks cycles, breaking cycles heals. It's all the whole package nature has provided us with its joke. Actually, the more you are putting yourself in harmony with nature, the more nature surprises you with harmonic reality beyond your expectation of how interconnected resonance is. It makes resonance easily and gracefully find resonance to find its match just by tapping to your nature, and how it all actually eventually connected with one another. One healing triggers another, and another triggers are the beginning of the new healing, and so on and so forth. So that the beauty of spiral wave of healing, our journey to back home. Vulnerability is a sign of strength. Being vulnerable is a different level with being weak. Being weakness is you dependent on others to help you solve your problems without first processing that with your internal process. So that the more you dependent on others that is greater or more advanced than you, the more you are stuck in that level of maturity, and your energy will naturally keep being an energy taker, hoping others will help you over and over again by bypassing your internal process that actually comes up or unfolding for you to level up your level of maturity. But vulnerability is a natural sign of how strength you are for processing all the internal problems that comes up in your reality by yourself. You really went through all the internal process yourself, so that you naturally become more and more mature and level up your level of maturity. That's why it gives fruition through insights, wisdom, and so you become more wiser, more self-aware, self-assured, self-astute, and being contextual, because as you develop your level of maturity, you naturally raise your vibration of your self-awareness, so you can see more context, and you already develop your self-opinion that will translate it or alchemized into perception, solution, how you cope your internal problems, how you have more energy to help others by being an energy giver. They will come at a certain level which you already give all your best. You already do your internal progress process that you need to solve something that you can't handle anymore, and that vulnerability will naturally comes up. It's like a volcano that no longer can stand like the fire within you, because you went through all by yourself. But it actually not as fire as volcano, but it usually comes in form of crying, in feminine energy, in form of softness, gentleness, because the stronger you are, the more gentle and compassionate you become. The more vulnerable you are, you will become much more sensitive to energy, emotion that connected with your self-worth. You question what you deserve, although you didn't know what it is. Vulnerability is a sign you need to level up, but you have no idea about how to, because at certain point you realize that there's actually a beauty of asking for help, especially by the ones that truly understands us. They can empathize what you feel, what you're dealing with, especially if they can give the proper solution for what you are going through. Usually the right ones are the ones that already went through what you're going through. They are the ones that leave the trail to help the ones that walk after them. They uplift you into a higher state of you, into a better version of you through self-growth, self-love, self-care, and all that connected with evolution of your consciousness. Those right ones are usually the ones that maybe 1 or 2 steps more advanced than you, or even far more advanced than you. They are the ones that already know the puzzle that you are looking for within you. So there's a beauty in being open and ask for help in the moment and you don't know how to face what you are going through. After you went through all the internal process, you think you can at that point. Usually those right ones are the ones such as mentors, coach, guide that can help you, give benefit for you, and so there's a mutual benefit for each other, which is you will find supply and demand there, such as this masterclass and what I'm doing now with you right now. This is happened by the dance of our choice and divine orchestra. The way we meet through our resonance is like, wow, it's so divine. And the fact that you can resonate with me, that shows that the wave of your vibration somehow resonating with my wave of vibration. So thank you for resonating, thank you for receiving, thank you for echoing this energy. I can be what I am now because I was in your shoes. If now you are in your shoes, then there will come a time when you look back and you see that all that you went through is actually divine guide and preparation to what you are meant to be. Before you can guide others, first allow yourself to be guided. All the great learners are the ones that allow themselves to be vulnerable. Only if you're vulnerable, you can be open and learn something new. Like imagine if you are not open, not asking for help, then you will keep stuck in that state of consciousness, in that same level of maturity that you are, in the same version of you, and nothing more suffering than being in the same version of you for a long period. That will full of resistance because you feel like nature against you, but you actually against nature itself, because you are nature beaming and blooming in your own pace. The more vulnerable you are is a reflection of how strong you are with your internal progress. It shows what you've been through. You can imagine what you've been through until you came to that point of vulnerability. And the funny thing, or the paradox of being vulnerable, is that the more vulnerable you are, the more you allow your vulnerable to show itself, the more resonance can find the benefit for each other, like how we met each other through resonance. Starts with I was being vulnerable with my own experience that I went through, because I know what I've been through, and I went through all the internal progress naturally until I came to the point of vulnerability, so that I can briefly share that to you to help you, of course with good intention. The resonance with good intention as well will resonate with you. Like the more you align with nature actually has its own joke, its own funny ways to like connecting with its resonance. The more you tap into your wonder, the more wonder nature show up to you. The more you can find wonder in your reality, because your nature is already in harmony. Now I'm gonna share the tips of how being vulnerable. This is so important because not every people can hold space for your vulnerability, so it's important to only share your vulnerability with your right ones, or the ones that gets you. It can be at the same state of consciousness, or I suggest even more higher advanced state of consciousness or state of being than you are now. They not only can uplift you into higher state of consciousness, but when you interact with them, you naturally tune into their energy. You start resonating with their wave of vibration, which stores all information that will be beneficial for your current state of consciousness or what you're going through. It can be in form of solution, inspiration, or it can be insights for your self-upgradation, or it can be emotional and spiritual support that benefit for your well-being. You know, the feeling when you simply interact with the ones that truly gets you, especially when they can give something or add value to your energy that you already have. Your body can feel when you receive value from others. Your body can feel it. And at that stage, it's a connection. When the supply and demand meet the needs, we are supporting each other. If you can learn from a mistake, I also can learn new mistake that you are actually going through. I'm here to help the problems you're facing at your stage, but you are there to also learn something from my current stage, right? So thank you for resonating and keep echoing this divine energy. And another key of being vulnerable is to listen to your body, because your body is your internal signals. It will keep sending you signals about whatever energy you interact with, because within your body is the entire system that deeply interconnected with the whole universe. In Avatar, you know how connected the network beneath the tree with the network in our brain. And astronomically, you know how deeply interconnected your heart with the space or the galaxy system. We can feel like something not going well. We can empathize also with each other. We can telepathy with resonance. It's all valid. It's all proof that we are all deeply interconnected, especially with the ones that at the same wavelength with us. Like what I just said about tap into others' way of vibration, especially your nervous system. Your nervous system will feel safe, calm, relaxed, and peaceful whenever you interact or connect with energy that reminds you about your higher self. So that's the key point of being vulnerable, of when it's the right time to being vulnerable, the benefit of being vulnerable, and the importance of being vulnerable. Being vulnerable is the basic step of uplifting your higher state of consciousness, yet also the state which you already in your highest capability to help some below your current state.